Jacob Collier is a human music store.
He's a creature from another planet.
We're turning the Royal Albert Hall into Jacob's brain.
This room is quite magical, kind of like my childhood playground. And ever since I was 1 or 2 years old, this was the place that I would come to make music of some kind. For listening, for writing, for discovering, for learning, exploring. I created this album called In My Room, entirely in this room, in fact mostly in this chair. Those 2 Grammys that I got for that album were totally unexpected, because why would you expect 2 Grammys from an album created in one's room in one's family home? I wouldn't necessarily identify with being one specific instrumentalist. When I came to create music, I suppose I just wanted to do it in the same way that I'd been listening to it. All these different layers going on, and I wanted to try and be a part of all of them. When it comes to the voice, I think it's the most important instrument in the whole wide world.
Each morning I get up with a song to find out no work has been done.
I decided to put this on YouTube. It was a process of discovery, and if people were listening, it was all the better, I suppose.
From his first YouTube videos, everyone started to become aware of this kid. Quincy obviously had picked up on it because he is a man with great taste.
I was lucky enough to perform 2 songs at Quincy's prom a couple of years ago, which was such a treat. The Metropole Orchestra, I've done some performances with that orchestra a couple of times before, and I feel like that's going to be the glue that joins the whole thing together. I'm extremely excited. This prom is a mixture of some songs from In My Room, but rather than being all imagined with Jacob sounds, this is more reimagined for the scale of an orchestra.
Every single cog within this orchestra is kind of like a cog of Jacob's brain.
I'm bringing along a bunch of my most favourite musicians in the whole wide world, an amazing folk singer called Amidon. There's a dear friend of mine called Becca Stevens.
You can expect to feel as though you still have the intimacy of being in Jacob's room, but then with this depth of the Metropole Orkest.
Legendary gospel 6-part vocal group Take 6.
Jacob is amazing, and to watch him go around and master all of these instruments while singing, while directing, while arranging.
So this prom is a sort of assortment of old songs, and then there's some arrangements I've done of classic songs that I grew up listening to, and then there's some brand new music, and this is the first time performing this music. So for me, there's no better place to do that than the Royal Albert Hall. I'm so excited.
Sing